Well, BJP has released the list of 5 candidates from Gujarat. Well, this is the big news that we're tracking at this point in time. The BJP has released a list of 5 candidates from Gujarat. Paresh Rawal will be contesting from Ahmedabad East. And Advani's close aide, Rain Pathak, has been denied a ticket. This is the latest that we are tracking about the elections. The BJP has released a list of 5 candidates from Gujarat, one of whom is Paresh Rawal, who will be contesting from Ahmedabad East. Whereas Advani's close aide, Rain Pathak, has been denied a ticket. The MDMK has promised in its manifesto released today that it would rename the country as the United States of India if it takes part in government formation after the Lok Sabha polls. The party led by firebrand Tamil leader Vaiko also said it would lift the ban on liberation tigers of Tamil Elam. According to MDMK, the Indian constitution, when it was formed, promised a federal governance structure. The party stated that in order to strengthen the country's unity, the Indian constitution should be revisited and the country be renamed as United States of India. The party also demanded the centre to transfer back to the states the powers relating to education, and the residuary powers listed in the constitution should be fully given to the states. The party has assured appointment of Tamils as ambassadors in nations having a sizable Tamil population. And moving on, politicians know exactly how to woo unassuming voters. H.D. Kumaraswamy exhibited the same in Ramanagara today.
First, it all looked like a happy affair. Then it turned into a sad affair. And soon it all turned into a chaotic affair. This is what happened at the JDS rally held at Ramanagara today. HDK broke down while addressing the gathering, saying that the people of Ramanagara have disappointed him. He went on to say that he expected his wife's victory and felt betrayed after she lost the recent by-polls. He called Ramanagara his true home, though he was born and brought up in Hassan. He said that this time around the people of Ramanagara have to prove their loyalty by casting votes in their favor. And when it came to asking for their support, HDK knew how to go about it. Politicians shedding crocodile tears is not something new. Just last year, it was HDK's wife, Anita Kumaraswamy, who broke down during a rally. And this year, it was the turn of HDK himself. Now, that definitely could have done the trick. But the election results will show if HDK actually managed to win the support of his so-called home, Ramanagara. A News9 report.
After Manjunath Bhandari surprised KPCC by filing nomination in a hurry, it was the turn of Kumar Bangarappa, who seems to have challenged the Congress High Command now.
ಮುಹೂರ್ತನ ನಾನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾಮಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ತಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮುಹೂರ್ತ 26ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 1 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 55 ನಿಮಿಷದಿಂದ 2:15 ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಹೂರ್ತ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 4-5 ದಿನದಿಂದನೇ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಮುಹೂರ್ತವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖಂಡರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೂಡಿಕರಿಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 26ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 1 ಗಂಟೆ 55 ನಿಮಿಷದಿಂದ 2:15 ಆ ಮುಹೂರ್ತ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಕೆಪಿಸಿಸಿವರೆಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಎಐಸಿಸಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮಾಹಿತಿನ ಬಹಳ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. 26ನೇ ತಾರೀಕುವರೆಗೂ ಕಾಯ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬಗೆಹರಿಸಿಕೊಡಬೇಕು.
That does convey a lot of frustration and, more importantly, his determination to contest the upcoming elections from the Shumaga constituency. The Congress leader made his intentions clear in a press conference held in Shumaga today. Kumar Bangarappa is hopeful that KPCC and AICC will bat for him and choose him as the candidate from Shumaga for the upcoming polls. A clearly frustrated Kumar Bangarappa made it clear in the press conference that he is hopeful that the High Command will take a decision in his favour before the 26th and will then go ahead to file his nomination. Ultimatum to the High Command. Is Kumar Bangarappa's decision to file nomination on the 26th an ultimatum to KPCC and the High Command? The KPCC or the party High Command has not reacted until now on Manjunath Bhandari filing his nomination. Manjunath Bhandari filed his nomination at a time when support for fielding Kumar Bangarappa from Shumaga constituency was gathering momentum. Manjunath Bhandari's nomination has clearly irked Kumar Bangarappa, who today openly declared his intentions. Will the High Command intervene or will the Cold War continue unabated? A News9 report.
Well, has China located what the rest of the world missed? This is the question doing the rounds after China's claim on the missing Malaysian Airlines flight.
Day 14 of hunt for MH370. Malaysian Transport Minister Hishamuddin Hussein was about to address the media. Just then, he was interrupted and handed over a note. Chinese satellite finds 22-meter object. Yes, this is exactly what the note handed over to Hishamuddin said. A fresh lead seems to have surfaced in the search for the missing Malaysia Airlines flight. China said the object was spotted in the southern Indian Ocean today. They too, like the Australians, believe that the object could be the debris of MH370. The floating object is said to be at a distance of 120 kilometers from the one discovered by the Australians. Was the same object tracked by China and Australia? This could very well be true because Australia's Deputy Prime Minister Warren Truss in a presser yesterday said that the debris could have sunk or drifted because of the strong currents. According to a Chinese broadcaster, image of the debris was acquired on Tuesday and Chinese naval fleets have already headed towards the location. If the rumor is believed to be true, then the question arises, why didn't China inform other countries the moment they acquired the satellite image? There were speculations about the Chinese who were on board MH370. A few investigators had even suspected the involvement of the Uyghurs, a Chinese terrorist group, in the MH370's disappearance. China responded by saying that the allegations were baseless and none of the Chinese citizens were involved. Despite the news from the Chinese, the Australians have not halted their search. 6 aircraft, including 2 private jets, were sent into the Southern Ocean by the RAAF. Australia's Prime Minister Tony Abbott said that yesterday's search operation had suffered a setback due to bad weather conditions.
Later today, my understanding is that an Australian naval vessel will be in the area. As some of you know, there are aircraft and vessels from other nations that are joining this particular search because, tenuous though it inevitably is, this is nevertheless the first credible evidence of anything that has happened to flight MH370.
The Australian Deputy Prime Minister said that Japan and China had sent their aircraft and naval ships to the search area.
The fact that it's 6 days ago that this imagery was captured does mean that clearly what objects were there are likely to have moved a significant distance as a result of currents and winds. It's also possible, of course, that they've just drifted to the bottom of the ocean bed. And the ocean in this area is between 3 and 5 kilometres deep. So it's a very, very deep part of the ocean, very remote, and all that makes it particularly difficult.
Merchant ships that are around have also been asked to help in the search operation. While the hunt for the missing plane has been intensified in the southern Indian Ocean area, families and relatives of the missing passengers expressed anger in Malaysia. They claim that the Malaysian government has not informed them about the proceedings. They also said that the interest and intensity shown by the Malaysian government was diminishing every day. The only solution to their plight is to find MH370. But the question is, will it be found? A News9 report.
It has been almost 3 months since the F1 legend has been in a coma. His fans' prayers have not been answered. In fact, there is bad news coming their way. Yes, ace F1 racer Michael Schumacher, who has been in an induced coma since December, has lost more than 25% of body weight. Known as one of the fittest athletes in the world, his weight has come down to 55 kgs now. Schumi suffered a massive brain injury after he went skiing at the French resort of Méribel and has been in an induced coma ever since. Now, he's suffering from a condition called muscle atrophy. It means that his muscles have degraded greatly due to immobility. Though the doctors at the hospital are confident of his recovery, they are unable to comprehend his current situation. They believe that the 45-year-old race hero would need years of intensive therapy to regain full limb movement and speech if he does wake up. After years of racing in the risky world of Formula One, he retired but kept pursuing other high-thrill hobbies as the holder of a pilot's license, an accomplished motorbike rider, parachutist, skier and mountain climber. The worst-case scenario for the 7-time Formula One champion is being in a waking coma, otherwise known as a permanent vegetative state where he is conscious but unable to move or speak. A News9 report.